Hello YouTube, how's it going? Today we have box 2 of my shiny collection. And of course, and I forgot to mention in the last video, these are shinies that I actually caught myself. I found a lot of shinies, during events, wonder trading, that sort of stuff. But that's not this box. But to kick it off, we got probably one of my favorite, probably my second favorite shiny out of my collection. My shiny Glaceon. This came from the shiny Eevee that I first caught. This is the first shiny Eevee that I ever found. And I evolved into a Glaceon because that was arguably my favorite Mega Evolution. And I've had it ever since, and I love her. Now I got a shiny Timple. Now one day I had a really high fever of like 110 or so. And I was like, I really feel like shiny hunting. And so I slaved away, I'm pretty sure the route by Turf Town. And I found a shiny Temple in like 60 encounters, and then I passed out, so that was kind of funny. Shiny Ambipom. I found a shiny Apom. Sorry about that. I found a shiny Apom. I don't remember what route. It was probably by Mount Pyre, more or less. And so I caught it. It was a girl, and I caught it, and it's pink, so I taught it Fire Punch. Please stop that. Now we got Mystic, the Xatu. Now this Xatu, I was planning on Dex Naving, not necessarily for this right away, but I found an island with like Darmanitan, Zebstrika. And I was gonna hunt for a Zebstrika first, but then I was like, okay, I see a Pokemon showed up on the Dex Nav, and so I walked over to it, and it was a shiny Xatu. I was like, wow, that's kind of real, or that's kind of cool. And so I caught it. I'm sorry, I'm out of breath. Now we got Minun. Minun is probably one of my favorite. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. There was a little bit of confusion of where a specific item was because, we're moving, which I probably should have mentioned before. But yeah, we got this Minun here, and I caught it because Minun is like your partner Pokemon in the very first Pokemon Ranger game, and I just loved it ever since. So I went out and caught it. And of course I have the lucky egg on it for easy grinding, because of course I found this thing at like level 17 or so, and now it's level 51, so. This Fortress. Now, I had a knack for shiny hunting some sort of bug type, because that's one of the only types that I didn't have in my collection. And so I went out hunting for a Fortress, and I caught it in a Master Ball because it does no explosion, and I just wasn't trying to take that risk. Now this Seeking. I'm going to talk about the Seeking in a second. Hold on. Alright, back to the Seeking. The Seeking, right? I found the Seeking in the Safari Zone, and I was just fishing to see what I could find in here, and it just randomly showed up, and that's what really got me back into, shiny hunting. Now this Goodra. I found a Goodra in a friend Safari, trying to find a shiny Dragonair, and I found a Sliggoo. And recently, I actually decided to evolve it. I don't know what took me so long, but I just didn't really feel like looking for a route that was raining just to evolve a Sliggoo. At the time, I didn't like Sliggoo, but Goodra's amazing, and I love it. That was Nidoran. Same thing as the Stunky. I was trying to find a shiny Starly. Thorn, my Roserade. I actually did find a shiny Roselia, but instead of horde encountering, I decided to Dex Nav for it because it's just so much easier. I'm not going to say it's easier, it's just, I find results more. Shiny Spinda. I was horde encountering by Victory Road in X and Y for a shiny Scyther, and I found this instead. I don't know why it has that moveset, but okay. Lilligant. I went out shiny hunting for a Petalil, Dex Naving, of course, on a Mirage Island, and I found it. Volcarona. Now, this Volcarona is the same as the Pansear. I was shiny hunting for a shiny Brixen, and of course never got it. and I evolved into a Volcarona. Oddish. Now, I found this Oddish in particular. I was trying to, what is it? EV train a Pokemon, and I'm going to get to that Pokemon in a second. This is a copy of Spinda. Another copy, and, now we have Magmortar. Now, this Magmortar knows Mega Punch, and I found it on another Mirage Island, but it was like a Mirage Mountain kind of thing. And I evolved it, and so that's where that came from. Now, we have Mufasa the Luxray. I went out shiny hunting for a Luxio, Dex Nabbing, of course, in the tall grass. Like, this is the second Luxray, or this is the second, like, tall grass shiny that I found. And, I love it. I love him. I love him a lot. His name is Mufasa. It probably would have been more appropriate to name it Scar because it looks so intimidating. Intimidating, because ability. But, yeah, that's where that came from. I have Dominique the Manectric. Now, I don't really feel like going into details of how I came up with the name Dominique. Just know that I was playing Pokemon Insurgents, doing a randomizer Nuzlocke of it, and I found a Manectric and I named it Dominique. And so that weekend that I caught Dominique, and of course it died, I went Dex Nabbing for an Electrike and found this one. I named it Dominique. It's an Manectric, and now it knows Uproar, Thunderbolt, Snarl, and Flamethrower with choice specs. This is not real. This is a Gen shiny, so we're not even gonna talk about that. That Luke is a reference to Game Boy Luke. I love you. Alright, that sounds kind of weird. Okay. Ninetales. I found this Vulpix during a math test, and I went out shiny hunting for it, and I found it during a math test, and I kind of freaked out, and my teacher kind of looked at me, and I was like, I can't really explain why I'm so happy, but I'm really happy, and I guess he understood. Now, Jigglypuff. Might have been like 2 in the morning. I was talking with my friends on Skype. I found this one, or this shiny Jigglypuff. At some point, I had a whole list of Pokemon I wanted to hunt for, like Cresselia, Clefairy, Darmanitan, Zebstrika, that kind of stuff. And so I found this Jigglypuff. And it's holding the Eviolite because it gets bodied by, like, everything. With that 29 special defense. This is a copy of the other Zubat. Now, this Eevee is the most recent one that I've caught. And the plan is I'm going to evolve it into an Umbreon. I just haven't had the time to do it. So that's where that came from. Now this okay, don't look at the name. Don't look at the name. Don't look at the name. Now this Hypno, right? I caught it. Yeah, same place I caught the Apom. There we go. Now we got Mercedes, the female Klefki. Now I went out Dex Nabbing one day in the what's it called? Right by Far Harbor Town, and I found it. It was like a Sunday night. Didn't do anything, waiting for dinner, and I found a shiny Klefki. Dex Nabbing, of course. Shiny Porygon Z. I found Dex Nabbing on Mirage Island quite a few months ago, like a year ago almost. And I love this thing. Porygon Z is probably my favorite normal type Pokemon. And I just love him so much. Or love it so much, because no gender, right? Now this Golbat is not a clone. Same place where I found the original shiny Zubat. And immediately, I'm talking about the next horde afterwards, I found a shiny Golbat, and I loved him. I'm not gonna say I love him, because Golbat's meh on my, favorites. But, that's that box. And the next box doesn't really have a lot of shinies, so I'm just gonna go through it right quick. Now, we got Fort Glory, my Lucario. Saturday night, not really doing anything. I'm watching a JYT Gamer on a stream. And I went ahead and found this thing here. As a Riolu, and I evolved it immediately, tweeted at him, and he was like, wow, good job. And, you know, that's why I named it For Glory, you know, after Smash references. We got my Lopunny. Male Lopunny, which is not really appropriate because it's a pink rabbit humanoid. But I taught it Thunder Punch, Dizzy Punch, High Jump Kick, and Drain Punch because it Mega Evolves with the sassy nature, which really still doesn't help its gender. Next, we have Godslayer Sylveon. And I'm not naming it Godslayer because obvious reasons, but this Sylveon has helped me so much in the Battle Maison. And you might see a video of the Sylveon in the Battle Maison. Now we're gonna skip. And Bloodborne. We have Bloodborne, the female IG Slash with King Shield, Sword Stance, Iron Head, and Shadow Sneak. This is my first full odds kind of encounter, or full odds kind of shiny. I mean, I used the shiny charm, but I was just random encountering for it, and I found this thing. Now, my most prized possession is right here. Shiny Suicune. I love this thing to bits and pieces. I love Shiny Suicune so much. With a timid nature, I found it in the trackless forest. And the story is kind of weird. Because I was playing Pokemon Omega Ruby, and soft resetting for this thing. My mom, sister, and brother were out in the living room, and they were watching Teen Wolf for, you know, whatever reason. And I found this thing, and first of all, I don't know why it knows Surf, and it should know Scald. And so I found this thing, and I cried. I actually cried. Because this is by far my favorite Pokemon. I love it to bits and pieces. And, yeah, I just love him. I love him a lot. But, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.